talking with Traci Barkley. She's with Sola Gratia. Traci, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for inviting me.
And what is Sola Gratia? I see the name, I hear about it, but what is it?
We are a small vegetable farm that's inside the city limits of Urbana that was started by St. Matthew Lutheran Church with the purpose of helping to feed people that have limited food dollars good, healthy vegetables.
And where's the farm located at?
We are located on Philo Road, just north of the Meyer store in southeast Urbana.
Oh, okay. All right. So I drive by there quite a bit, living in St. Joe, so I'm familiar with the location very much. How did the farm get, you say St. Matthew's, who operates the farm?
So we are our own not-for-profit corporation now. We're a ministry of St. Matthew Lutheran Church. I'm the director of the farm. We have a full-time farm manager and now a full-time assistant farm manager as well. And
what you mentioned it, it's to provide to low income, those that just need an extra help putting some food on the table?
Mm-hmm. So in Champaign County, we actually have a high food insecurity rate. That means those are folks that don't know where their next meal is going to be coming from. And for people with limited food dollars, largely they're not choosing to spend their limited food dollars on vegetables because they have an expiration date, they're expensive, they need to be cooked. But it's a really important component, obviously, of healthy eating. So we grow vegetables, and our mission is to donate at least 10% to the food bank, Eastern Illinois Food Bank, food pantries, Daily Bread Soup Kitchen, Men's Homeless Shelter, a number of other groups. Right now, we're averaging about 30% of everything we grow, we donate.
And is this also available for purchase as well? Like myself, can I come out and see what you guys have?
Absolutely. So most of our produce actually goes out to our member program, a CSA Community Supported Agriculture program. So you become a member, sign up at the front end of the season, and then you come to our farm and pick up a weekly box of freshly harvested, organically grown vegetables. And you're getting what's of the season. That's about 60% of our produce goes out that way. We're also at the Urbana Farmers Market every Saturday. We're at the Champaign Farmers Market every Tuesday afternoon. We sell at Common Ground Food Co-op and several restaurants in the area.
What about volunteer opportunities? I mean, you've got people that, run it and do that, but if somebody, they've got some time on a weekend or during the week they want to come out, can we get involved that way?
Absolutely. We have something for everyone to do, whether you're a field person or a wash pack person or would like to work special events. Greenhouse seating, there's obviously a lot of work to do. And a lot of what we are able to accomplish is possible because of our volunteers.
And what are some of these, you mentioned special events, other than the farmers markets? Do you put on sales, so to speak, or go around to different functions other than the farmers markets?
So we have our biggest fundraiser of the year is a plant sale. So we grow our vegetables and herbs and make them available to the public for their own gardens. We also buy from a local greenhouse, make flowers available for, same thing, bedding plants, perennials, hanging baskets. And that's coming up May 11th through the 20th from 9 in the morning until 5 afternoon. We're kicking that off with a picnic for everybody on May 11th and an open house with farm tours so people can come and see what we're about. We also have a couple of farm-to-table dinners that we'll be holding this year at Riggs Beer Company out on High Cross Road. June 20th and September 20th are the dates for those. We have a harvest party at the end of the year, a number of different things that allow for people to be part of our farm and part of our mission.
You mentioned, doing a farm-to-table with Riggs Beer Company. I know there's, quite a few farm-to-table restaurants just around the area, in Champaign County and a little further. Do they come to you? Do you go to them, or how do you kind of interact or get your name out there to some businesses?
So with Riggs Beer Company, they actually came to us. Okay. They are they're local farmers. They're growing their own grains for brewing their beer. And it's really they're brewing in the German tradition, and we're interested in having some vegetables available for people that are stopping off after work and having a pint of beer and would maybe like to go home with some fresh vegetables. So they approached us about actually growing vegetables at their site, which was timely because we were actually looking for additional land to expand. So last year we had about an acre in production out at Riggs last year. This year we have 3 acres in production, and that's been a great partnership. We'll continue to sell our produce there and be growing there, having special events there. As far as other farm-to-table restaurants, we sell to Red Herring Vegetarian Restaurant, which is fantastic. They source almost everything locally. We sell to Wheelhouse over in St. Joe, and they've done a fantastic job of always having a seasonal option on their menu. Piato's Cafe and Organic Food Nanny, same thing. Kelly Jo Lamb buys a lot from local producers, and that's been a great partnership.
You mentioned you added a couple more acres out by Riggs. Is it because you expanded what you were growing, or you just needed more? There was more demand, and you needed to make more or grow more.
Well, there's both demand for sales and for donation, and we're at the point, we've been at 4 acres for 6 years. Last year we tipped over that and started becoming a little more mechanized, investing in a larger tractor and some more specialized pieces of equipment, which then, once you've made those investments, it makes sense to then take on additional land. So we're expanding our offerings at the Common Ground Food Co-op and Urbana Farmers Market this year. We'll also be selling a lot to Salt and Light, which is a new not-for-profit grocery store in Southeast Urbana, and same thing, they're helping to serve the community, those that have limited food dollars. So we'll be selling a lot of our produce, more shelf-stable items to their store.
When you do, sell the produce and all that, do you have recipes or meal ideas that go along with that? Or, how can somebody, they see something, they want to try it, but they're not sure what exactly you would make with it. Do you have suggestions for folks that they can take with them?
Yes, so that's part of our member program, the CSA program. There's a weekly newsletter that comes with your box each week, explaining what you're getting in your box, giving you ideas of how to prepare it, how to preserve it, how to eat it raw, how to cook, and I also include 2 recipes in each newsletter, and those are available also on our website, so people can get those. And really, if you ask anyone working at our farm stand at the farmers markets, yeah, we have lots of ideas of how you can prepare what we're selling to you.
Garlic scapes new this year, is that correct?
So we've had garlic scapes in the past. Unfortunately, we lost our entire garlic crop 2 or 3 years ago when we had so many rains.
Right.
It rained for the entire month of June. So last year we invested in another crop of garlic seed planted in the fall, and we'll have garlic again. Actually, that's what's growing out at Riggs right now. So scapes are actually the flower bud of the garlic plant, and you need to remove that from the plant so it encourages the bulbs that most people use for garlic to get bigger. So the scapes are kind of a specialty crop. It's a specialty item. It happens once a year. And those, once they're harvested, we bunch them, and I think we'll probably make them available at market this year.
Now, what can you do with that? Is that like garlic, or is it not like garlic? We know garlic is the bulb, but these are the flower. Do you prepare that, use that similar to garlic, or does it have its own niche, so to speak?
So it's interesting because it's really like an herb, a vegetable, and an aromatic, and it tastes like garlic. I use it like I would garlic or like garlic chives or scallions. You can mince it up finely and cook it in anything. You can make a vinaigrette with it. You can sprinkle it on your pizza before you put it in the oven. There's a lot of different things, and they're just it's a great concentrated garlic flavor, but kind of fresh and green as well.
Traci Barkley with Sola Gratia Farm in town in Urbana. People want to find out more about the farm, come out and take a look. Is there a website we can go to, anything like that?
Absolutely. So we have a website. It's solagratiacsa.com. So it's SOLAGRATIACSA.com. And then we also have a pretty active Facebook page as well. We're in town, and we're pretty present there most days. So we always encourage people to stop by, visit, and walk through our fields and see what we have going on.
Traci, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you very much.